A lot of my clients are intimidated by this machine. They're comfortable with Mat and they feel that they don't want to jump in your reformer because the machine looks scary, they don't know what they're doing, etc. And what I always tell them is, yes, you do know reformer. You just don't know it yet. So what I want to show you is some of the basic Mat exercises that you do in your Mat class that you can also do on the reformer, just so that your transition from one to the other is more seamless, you feel comfortable. Please don't ever feel intimidated in any reformer class that you take. With that said, let me teach you a few exercises today, ones that you will be very familiar with from your Mat class, and you'll see that on the reformer they're very similar. So roll out your mat or get on your reformer if you're on your reformer. Let's put 2 springs on and we'll start with the basic roll over. You're gonna grab those small handles. You're gonna take your legs straight up in the air. And what I want you to do is pull your arms down to the side of the body and just roll over onto the shoulders, not your neck. Keep your neck in neutral. It's gonna look just like this. Chin is toward the chest. Squeeze the legs together. Heels glued together, abs nice and tight. Now from here, I want you to slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. So to stop when your heels are right on top of your hips and your knees. We have lots of different add-ons and modifications for that, but for the sake of today's exercise, we're just doing a basic rollover. So my arms are still to the side, whether I'm on the mat or on the reformer, roll it over. Abs are tight. You can even flex your feet on this one if you want to feel a difference. Reach through the heels if you're flexing the feet, and then slowly rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time. This is all about your core control. Okay, let's point the toes on this one. Roll it over. Reach through the heels, flex the feet. Rolling down nice and slow. Chin is toward the chest. Remember, we're not putting pressure on the neck. We're putting pressure on the shoulders. Point the toes. Roll it over. Flex the feet. Rolling down nice and slow, nice and slow. Point the toes. We got 1 more to go. Roll it over, shoulders. Roll it down, roll it down, roll it down. Flex those feet. Bend the legs. Place the feet on the foot bar or on the floor, whatever works best for you. Okay, how about a roll up? Y'all know roll up in Pilates mat class. How the heck would I do a roll up on here? Let me show you. So if you're on the reformer, change your spring to a single spring. And if you've got colored springs, go for maybe a single blue or a single yellow. Let's roll onto the back. Toes on the bar. Again, if you're on your Pilates mat, you're just laying flat on the floor. Take your arms straight up in the air, toes are on the foot bar. Take a big breath, inhale to prepare, and then exhale, we're gonna push the shoulders away from the ears as we roll up. Reach over toward the toes, stretch it out, reach all the way up to the sky, and then slowly roll, roll, roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Looks like that. There's your basic roll up. Inhale to prepare, exhale, roll it up. Again, you can be on your mat right now, or you can be on your reformer, reach it up. Lengthen through the spine. So if you've got a mirror nearby, I want you to check and make sure you're not rounding like that. We're going to lift up like we've got a wall behind us, and then roll it down. Okay. Now sometimes the shoulder pads get in the way. That's why I say go for a light spring. Inhale to prepare. You can even remove your shoulder pads if you're on the reformer, right? These things should pull right off depending on what machine you have. Some have little pegs. You can remove the peg. Or these just pull right off. The home unit's real easy. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll it up. Reach over your toes, stretch it out. Reach all the way up, and then roll it down. We've got 1 more to go. Inhale to prepare. Big exhale as you roll up. Reach over your toes, stretchy, stretchy. Reach all the way up. Abs tight. And then roll all the way back down. Come all the way back in. Bring the knees to the chest just for a moment. Give it a squeeze. Okay, here we go. Next exercise. For the sake of today's workout, we're going to do 3 springs. If you're on color, 2 reds and yellow. Each reformer is different. I know how confused everybody gets with the spring load, so just know, depending on what brand of reformer you have, the springs may be different colors. The different colors may not match at different studios, and you may have a reformer with all the same spring, which is no color, just silver. All right, next exercise, lay on your back or lay on your yoga mat, arms to the side. Heels are gonna go here if I'm on the reformer. If I'm on my yoga mat, my feet are going to be right here. If you have tools at home and you really want to make this unstable, step on a ball, see what happens. From here, let's roll the shoulder blades back and down, abs tight, rib cage down, flex those feet and curl the hips all the way up to the sky. So there's your bridge, right? Take a big breath, inhale, and then exhale, slowly rolling down. Upper back touches down. This is not a fast movement. Middle back, curl the tailbone under as your glutes touch down last. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll it up. Abs tight. Take a breath at the top. Push the hips up towards the sky. Really just stretching your flexors. And then slowly roll it down. Nice and soft. Roll it up. Try to keep those hips stable, meaning you don't want them flopping around like that. Keep them nice and still. Roll down. And then here's your last one. Roll it up. And roll yourself back down. Okay, if you want that more advanced on the floor, on the reformer, you're going to extend the leg. We'll do one on each side just for fun. Roll it up. One leg is up. Hips push up, up, up. Roll back down. Switch legs, or alternating legs here. Curl it up. And rolling back down one vertebrae at a time. You can alternate those, do 10 of those if you want to add on after you do your two-legged bridge, or you're more advanced, you can even get started with the one leg lifted. Let's come all the way back up. Next exercise. Let's go one string only. So you're gonna flip toward the back, start out on all fours. I'm gonna give you a couple of ideas. Forearms right here near your headrest, interlace those fingers together and push yourself up into a plank. Lift up the left leg just slightly, like a centimeter, 2 inches, 3 inches. Drop the foot. Lift up the other leg and drop the foot. For the next 30 seconds, we're just gonna lift up one leg at a time, focusing on our form. What are we thinking about? Shoulders pressing away from your ears. My body's in one straight line, so here's your correction. If you see this, I want you to drop down, look in the mirror. If you're at home, at your form. You don't want your glutes poking up. All right, lifting up one leg at a time, taking a break if you need to. You got 3 more. You got 2 more. And you got your last one. Slowly, carefully come on in. Next exercise, same springs. I'm going to give you a couple of options. If you're on the ground, start out with this hand in front of you. Same thing on the reformer. We've got one foot in front of the other. Remember, the further the legs spread, meaning like this on the floor on your reformer, the easier the exercise becomes. If you're ready more advanced, you can bring the feet all the way together, or you can even stack the feet one on top of each other more advanced. That's totally up to you. But start with your hand down for a moment. I want you to push up into a side plank. So there we go. And then just bend your legs, drop your glutes. Right? Push up and drop. There's your side plank. Now, more advanced, here we go. We're going to take the arms straight up in the air. Push it up, side plank, squeeze the glutes. Drop yourself back down and push it up. Side plank, squeeze, right back down. We got 3 more, push it up. The great thing about Pilates, you don't do too many of anything. You don't need to if you've got great form. And we got 1 more. Push it up. And come right down, come all the way in. Flip around the other side. Now for the sake of the video, I'm gonna stay on my same side 1 more time. Pushing it all the way up, squeeze the glutes, and then drop back down. And releasing the hand if you want more advanced exercise. Come back down. make sure everybody knows Pilates is for everyone. There are modifications. Please ask your instructor for modifications if you need them in class. Okay, let's go 3 more on this side. 1. Number 2. And number 3. Beautiful. Come all the way down. All right, let's change those springs to 2. Not a heavy spring. Let's remember too that heavy doesn't necessarily mean harder or easier. Half of the exercise is heavy is harder. Follow what the instructor says. And if you have questions or the springs don't work for you in class, please let the instructor know that you need a modification and they should be happy to help you. Right leg in front, left leg in back. Right hand goes here on the bar or on the floor. You're just placing your hand right here. Reach the arm toward the back and reach the arm toward the front. And come back up. This is called mermaid. Let's go 2 more. Reach, reach. Now stop here for a moment. Now try to get your elbows straighter. That's better. Now push your shoulder away from your ear. That's even better. Come back up. Last one. Beautiful. Flip around. Other side for the sake of the camera. I'm staying right here. So now your left leg should be in front, right leg in back. Reaching to the back of the reformer. Up and over. Now your bicep should be right next to your ear. So let's stop here for a minute. So I want your arm here. I want your arm right next to your ear. Elbow straight, just like on the other side. Palm facing down. Come all the way up. So you should be feeling a giant stretch. You keep going. You should be feeling a stretch right through here, guys. Abs are tight. Now, as you reach toward the front, I want you to push your glute, this one, down. Okay, that'll intensify your stretch. Let's go 3 more on this side. Yeah, I got 2 more. And your last one. Come all the way up. Bring your hands down. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, release. Last one, shoulders up. And exhale, release. I hope you have a beautiful day. See you for the next workout. Thank you.